So, are you considering doing a reaction YouTube channel? I was thinking about doing this too, so I did some research on the topic, and it's kind of interesting, it's kind of puzzling, and it's even a little disappointing. So, reaction channels are hugely popular. A lot of creators are very successful at doing this, but in my research, I just can't figure out how they do it without getting tossed off YouTube for copyright infringement. Now, it's puzzling because YouTube's own policies allow you to do this. So let's take a look at this screen. Okay, these are some of YouTube's do's and don'ts. So we're going to focus on the do list. Examples of what is allowed to monetize. A funny or thoughtful revision of content you didn't originally create. Clips of other people's content as a part of a critical review. A scene from a movie where you've rewritten the dialogue and changed the voiceover. Replays of a sports tournament where you explain what a competitor did to succeed or fail. Reaction videos, which is what we're talking about, where you comment on the original video. And edited footage from other creators where you add a story or commentary. Now, this seems contradictory to YouTube's policies, but they say you can do it because it involves taking other people's content and using it in your video. I don't get it. Now, from what I've looked on YouTube, researched this, and some of the ones who are successful at this say you can do it, but you're going to run into a lot of copyright problems. Your videos that are monetized are going to get flagged for copyright violations. Now, usually they say you appeal it, and they have a certain amount of time to respond to that appeal. And if they don't respond to it, you're good. The copyright claim is taken down. But if they respond and you go back and forth with them and you file an appeal, again, I think it's like a second appeal you can file. Then if you fail, you can get a copyright strike. Now, copyright strikes are very dangerous because if you get 3 of them, your channel's deleted. So if you have hundreds of videos that have this type of content, and say you get multiple copyright strikes at one time, you're finished. And when one channel gets taken down, if you have other channels that are completely innocent, they could be taken down too. Everything you've created could be gone and you'll never get it back. So it's basically with this type of content is proceed at your own risk, because you have to take content from other places, YouTube, TikTok, news media outlets, music, if you're critiquing music or something like that, and that it's going to open up a whole can of worms. So you can do this, but be careful. You have to be prepared for a lot of aggravation, including maybe content creators not liking what you're doing and telling you so in the comments. You got to be prepared to deal with all that. So basically, I'm begging you to find a different way. I know this is a very popular thing to do, but it's going to cause you a lot of difficulty. Especially if you're just starting out, you could get hammered right out of the box. So it's one of these YouTube paradoxes. We're stealing other people's content becomes okay, but it's not really okay, you know. So, okay, let's say you decide to do this. What you have to do is, okay, you have their content. You have to put yourself in a little box, like I'm in a little box. You stick it in the corner, and you have to do constant commentary on what you're showing. You can't just let it play and sit there with a blank face like that. You can't. You have to do constant commentary. They say audio, but it's much safer to do video commentary. And you're either making fun of the video, critiquing the video, or you're reacting to it by laughing or saying, well, this is silly because of this reason or that reason. So that's what you have to do to try to make this work. I don't really recommend doing this type of stuff. It's kind of dangerous. And YouTube is notorious for changing their policies after the fact, even years after the fact. And all of a sudden your videos could get demonetized because there's a new policy in town. YouTube does this all the time. So play it safe. Don't do this type of content. Create your own stuff and you'll be safe. So I hope you guys found the information in this video useful. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.